Here we go. One step at a time, don't be living on the line. I don't need a friend, I got more than on the mind. Sunshine in my brain, making everyone complain. Radio in the heart.
Today is April 6th, 2017, and today we're going to be talking about Digibyte. Digibyte is one of my favorites. It is on my channel, and below we even watch a video on Digibyte that I have linked below under my favorite cryptos, and let's actually see where that is at, in fact. Right, go back.
Are you ready?
That's actually a video that I'm recommending to you guys here, but it's right here on my channel. You go to my channel and you go to my cryptocurrency favorites. It's on the bottom right here. You click there.
Are you ready?
It's the second video down. I recommend you watch this video here. It's going to tell you a lot about Digibyte, and you'll learn and get a great understanding of the future of this coin here. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's go back to the chart here for technical analysis, and let's look at the 3-month time frame. Also, take note that Digibyte is extremely cheap right now. Extremely cheap. If you feel you've missed the boat in other cryptocurrencies, take a look at Digibyte. $1 US will give you 2,265 Digibytes. Okay, that is amazing. So if you feel like you like this coin after doing your research and checking out the technical analysis after today, you should probably get your hands on some Digibyte. It would be smart. At least that's what I'm doing. But you can do as you want to because you invest at your own risk, right? So looking at this 3-month chart here, let's draw it over here, a little circle. It's from January to today. Now, let's add some trend lines to this. Here's a high here, and here's a high here. Now let's project these two highs, this trend line into the future. And we can see already over here we have a touch and then it falls, a touch and then it falls. So this trend line is already being respected. Now let's draw our circles around the highs. There we have it. Now you can see that Digibyte comes down over a 3-month period, right? And it makes a low here, goes up, and then makes a lower low here before deciding to go back up, testing the trend line a little bit here, knocking its head on it exactly to the T, right? And then falls, hits it again right on the trend line, and then falls again before deciding to say, okay, let's go upward. And then when this trend line is broken, look at that move upward. Okay, that is a big, strong rise. Every time we see these trend lines on the longer time frame, when they're broken, we see a nice big move upward. Very important, right? Thing to know. Very important thing to know are these trend lines. Now, when it's trending down here, you probably can't see it yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw what is going on. Let's use orange. Now, this right here, let's make that a line. This right here is the left leg of a W. This is the middle of the W. This is the right leg of the W down, and it finds itself perfectly right on the 0.0002 area of Digibyte. But let's draw the line there, connecting it. Now, how high does it go up? Wow, what do you know? It goes straight up to our trend line there, and then starts to do what? Let's do this light blue here. Make a little baby W, right? Before going and breaking that trend line there, 3-month trend line. Now, keep in mind that this W is significant because the right leg of the W is lower than the left leg. See how it goes lower and lower? And then on this blue one, it goes low, and then it goes lower, right? So that's very important to note on these W's. So a W goes into a little W and then finally breaks it. Okay? So this big W comes up and it wanted to break it, but it's got to test the trend line at least once, right? So it does, but it says, no worry, I'm going to create another little baby W. And since W's are powerful, it breaks the trend line. Finally, right? So this little W pattern replicated once more in the future, identically, right? But yet now breaking the trend line and going upward. So we have a nice rise going up. Now if we want to connect these lows here, this low right here to this low right here into the future, that would give us a possible semi-strong trend line. It's from, let's say, March 8th to March 19th. Some good days there in between, projecting projecting it into the future. And now this is our support level. Or if we feel like we want to buy some Digibyte, for me, I'm thinking I draw my little bubble there, and I would like to place my buys around here. Alright, so let's see if Digibyte goes in there, but in reality, I'm going to be buying Digibyte anyways, because $1 US gets me 2,265 Digibytes. This little bubble really don't matter. I'm just going to kind of stack them because they're very cheap right now. So I wish I got into Bitcoin and Litecoin and all these other ones when they're this cheap. That would be amazing. So let's go, after we've seen this now, we've seen why it went up and broke this trend line, because it was creating specific patterns. Remember on yesterday's video when we were going over Ethereum, at the very top Ethereum made a head and shoulders pattern, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch yesterday's video. If you're new to my channel and you just subscribed, watch yesterday's video on Ethereum, and in the very beginning I show a head and shoulders pattern creating the very high that Ethereum made around $53 to $54 before kind of going back downward again, fulfilling that head and shoulders pattern. Now, but today on Digibyte, I'm showing you a W pattern, just like I show you in my Forex videos, if you check those videos out as well. This W pattern creates the low over a period of 3 months. Very cool. Ethereum, head and shoulders pattern on the high, and now Digibyte creating a W pattern, 2 W patterns back to back on the lowest part over a period of 3 months, and it sends it upward, breaking a trend line. Very, very important, significant, key things going on there, okay? Now, let's go to our longer term chart. Now, what is going on this chart here? Let's begin to draw our trend lines. So, let's get the red one here. And let's see, this is 2014 to today. So a long time in between that. Now, let's look at the most important thing. You're going to see it right away. We're going to connect this high here to this high right here. And what are we going to do? That's right. We're going to project that into the future. Draw our little circles around it. There we go. We have it there. Now let's connect it into the future. And what do you see? Sweet, right? Cool. We already have a test right here with Digibyte going up, smacking its head on this ceiling here, meeting resistance, and then falling, going sideways. And yes, you could see it too. Connect this low right here to this low right here, project that into the future. Oh, look how nice. Look how nice. We could just kind of draw there, close that little triangle there. But you can see it creates a triangle. Okay? And Digibyte was kind of going in between this triangle, but look, as it gets to the narrowing area of the triangle, what happened? Right there, as it starts to narrow in, it broke above. Okay? We've seen this on Litecoin, we've seen it on Bitcoin, we've seen it on Dash, and now it's happening here. So, very, very interesting, right? So this would be a good time to get some Digibyte. Is Digibyte going to soar and go upward? I don't know. I don't think it's going to go to $1, but if it goes to $1, then I think I'm going to be doing very well with Digibyte and my profit there. But let's not get our hopes up too much there. I don't think Digibyte might rise that high, but how high can it go then? Well, let's look over here. Let's draw a purple trend line now. You see this little high right here, and then you see this little high right here. Very small highs, but when you look here, this is January and this is May. So we have February, March, April in between here. So that is a month, a couple months in between there. Even though it looks really small here, because remember it's the yearly time frame. So those highs are going to be very important there. They're going to be pretty strong. So let's go ahead and connect these highs here into the future, and we can see what happened? It is a very strong trend line because, let's draw our little bubbles, our little circles there on it, connecting the highs into the future, because look at this. Digibyte went up and it knocked its head, fell down, went back up again, hitting its head, and then falling once more. Right on this purple trend line because of these two highs that were connected into the future. Then it tested it another time, right? But when it tested it, it actually broke above just a little bit, created our long-term second high. Here's our first high back here, created a long-term second high here, and then plummeted right back down. Okay, now this gave us our triangle. So it's going sideways in here, finally broke out today, but how high will it go? It might go, if we draw this purple trend line and project it into the future, might go this high. Okay, pretty cool if it does. And if it breaks this high, then we won't see Digibyte this low probably ever again. It'll probably go up here and then bounce in up and around this trend line here, making whole new levels for Digibyte. Okay, so because the reason why I say it may never go back down this low ever again is because it's breaking a, well, from, as you can see, 2014 to today, really massive triangle. So I don't think it's gonna, after all that work and time, I don't think it's just gonna simply break out and then fall right back down. I think it's gonna break out and then probably try to reach up and test where these highs once went before. This one here, and this one here. And now Digibyte could probably go up and try to knock its head on this trend line a third time. You can see that it wasn't successful here, it wasn't successful here, and it was almost successful here, but then it fell again, right? But at least it gave us another high there to project this trend line back here that created our triangle. So basically that high was well needed because, as I said, it gave us our triangle. Without that high there, we wouldn't have this nice big beautiful triangle in which Digibyte is currently breaking out of right now, today. So now that we've seen these trend lines and we can see that it just has a fresh breakout right now, we want to know how high it might go, right? So that's why I drew this purple trend line into the future. You can see that it's already tested once here, a second time, a third time. Now, the big thing I want to mention again is that it tested here, touched the line exactly. Let's zoom in. Okay, it touched, fell. Touched, fell. The third time, it didn't quite respect it by touching and falling, but it broke above it, kind of testing this trend line a little bit more, right? And then it decided, okay, fall. So what about the fourth time now? If Digibyte decides to rise up, is it going to go higher than this and finally break it? Because I thought back here it was going to finally break this trend line and go up around here. But instead it decided to go down, giving us our triangle. And now if it decides to go upward, I'm thinking it's going to go up to this triangle, or excuse me, not this triangle, but this purple trend line, and finally break up above. Okay? Because why do I think it's going to go that high and break up above? Because, as I said, any time, as we've seen in the past, these long-term big triangles are broken, the price usually fires itself, shoots straight upward. And what do we have here? A trend line that's already showing weakness back here on the third touch. Okay, so that to me doesn't look like it's going to be respected the fourth time. I believe it might come up now, breaking this trend line before hopefully now going above, never coming back this low ever again, and then finding support above this trend line as we can draw it into the future. Okay, so it would be good right now to get some Digibyte if you'd like, and I hope you like this presentation today on Digibyte and as to why I'm buying. And thank you guys very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.